The laughter echoed across the bright training grounds before the competition had even begun. Dozens of towering applicants stood confidently in expensive athletic gear, while one quiet man wearing faded jeans, worn work boots, and carrying a small backpack stepped through the gate with his young daughter holding his hand. The judges exchanged doubtful looks, the other competitors smirked, and whispers spread through the crowd. No one believed the tired single father belonged there. What happened only minutes later would silence every voice in the arena and remind everyone that true strength is measured by sacrifice, discipline, and heart, not appearances. Before we continue, if you believe kindness, second chances, and judging people by their character matter more than first impressions, please like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe to Kindness Corner for more heartwarming stories that restore faith in humanity. Rowan Mercer had spent the last 6 years raising his 8-year-old daughter, Ivy, completely on his own. Every morning began before sunrise. He prepared breakfast, packed school lunches, worked long shifts doing construction, picked Ivy up after school, helped with homework, cooked dinner, and somehow still found the energy to train every evening in an old public park. Few people knew that before life changed forever, Rowan had served for years protecting diplomats and executives in dangerous environments. When his wife passed away after a sudden illness, he quietly left that demanding profession because his daughter needed a father more than the world needed another security specialist. His muscles had not disappeared, but they were hidden beneath years of hard labor, exhaustion, and simple clothing that made people overlook him. One afternoon, Rowan discovered that one of the country's largest security firms was searching for an elite bodyguard to protect a well-known technology CEO who had recently received serious threats. The position offered enough income to finally give Ivy the stable home she had always deserved. It meant better schools, fewer financial worries, and a future filled with possibilities instead of constant uncertainty. Rowan knew this opportunity could change both of their lives forever. The tryout took place at a modern outdoor training facility under a bright blue daytime sky. Professional cameras recorded every event while experienced instructors observed each candidate carefully. The applicants arrived in luxury vehicles, wearing custom training outfits that displayed confidence before they had proven anything. Rowan arrived on a city bus because he could not afford anything else. Holding Ivy's backpack while she smiled proudly beside him, he ignored every sideways glance. She believed in her father completely, and that quiet faith mattered more than the opinions of strangers. The first tests measured endurance, awareness, and decision-making. Many of the biggest competitors relied only on their physical size, charging through each obstacle with brute force. Rowan moved differently. Every step was calm, balanced, and efficient. He wasted no energy. Years of experience had taught him that protecting another person required patience far more than aggression. Although he consistently finished near the top of every challenge, the spectators continued focusing on the louder, flashier competitors. Everything changed when the final evaluation was announced. Each remaining candidate would face the company's reigning champion, a massive athlete known for defeating nearly everyone within moments. His intimidating build alone caused several participants to lose confidence before stepping onto the mat. When Rowan's name was called, another wave of laughter spread through the audience. Some people shook their heads, convinced the exhausted-looking father would be overwhelmed instantly. Ivy stood quietly near the barrier with hopeful eyes, clutching the small lunchbox her father had packed that morning. As the challenge began, the champion rushed forward with overwhelming force, expecting an easy victory. Rowan remained perfectly still until the final instant. Years of protecting lives had trained his instincts to read movement before it fully developed. With remarkable timing, he redirected the attack, shifted his balance, and used controlled technique instead of raw strength. In only a few breathtaking seconds, the strongest man in the competition found himself flat on the training mat while Rowan calmly stepped backward, ready but never celebrating. Silence filled the facility. The same people who had laughed moments earlier stared in complete disbelief. The judges immediately recognized something the audience had missed from the beginning. Rowan had never entered the competition hoping to impress anyone. Every movement reflected discipline built through years of responsibility, hardship, and protecting others before himself. He had not fought to prove strangers wrong. He had fought because a little girl watching from the sidelines believed her father could overcome anything. The CEO observing the final round requested a private conversation instead of announcing the results immediately. During that meeting, Rowan shared the truth about his journey. He spoke about sleepless nights, unpaid bills, lonely birthdays, and the promise he made to always put IB first, no matter how difficult life became. The CEO listened quietly, recognizing that loyalty, integrity, and compassion could never be measured by expensive clothing or impressive appearances. A person trusted with protecting lives needed strength of character before strength of body. Later that afternoon, under the clear daylight sky, the judges announced Rowan as the winner of the elite bodyguard position. The applause that followed sounded completely different from the laughter that had greeted him hours earlier. Competitors who had mocked him walked over with genuine respect, realizing they had judged a man without knowing his story. Rowan accepted every handshake with humility because resentment had never been part of his character. As father and daughter walked toward the bus stop together, Ivy slipped her small hand into Rowan's and smiled brighter than ever before. She did not see a champion because he had defeated the strongest men. She saw a father who had never stopped fighting for her future, even when the world underestimated him. That victory became far greater than any job offer. It became proof that love can create extraordinary resilience, and quiet determination can overcome even the loudest doubts. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Kindness Corner so more people can discover stories that remind us never to judge others by appearances. Special request, comment below with, "True strength comes from the heart," if you believe kindness, humility, and perseverance will always outshine pride and appearances. Sometimes the strongest people are not the ones who look the toughest. They are the ones who carry invisible burdens every single day, refuse to give up, and keep showing up for the people they love. Rowan's greatest victory was never defeating the strongest competitor in seconds. His greatest victory was proving to his daughter, and to everyone watching, that courage, compassion, and unwavering love are the greatest forms of strength anyone can possess.